Okay, we back, man. It's been at least a year. I was just with my boy Esparza in LA, and he was like, man, where the podcast at? I'm like, dog, it's probably been a year since I dropped it. And low-key, on that day that I was with him, it was like one day over a year. So I'm sorry. Especially to my 209ers, I'm sorry. I haven't been showing love. I haven't been posting, but always remember that even if you never hear from me, it's always love for forever. In the past maybe 6 to 12 months, I've been through a valley, so to speak, right? If you're following me on Substack, if you're subscribed to the newsletter that I be sending out, I wrote it recently about peaks and valleys. There's a lot of moments in our life that are peaks that feel incredible, and then there's a lot of moments in our lives where there's valleys, right? We get to a low point that we need to climb ourselves out of. So the past maybe 6 to 8 months, so to speak, was definitely a valley for me. I thought I'd get back on the pod to kind of express and share what's happened. Some of you may have remembered when I guess recently, it wasn't really recently, it was a long time ago now, looking back, but when I posted a video on Instagram about my kind of situation that occurred with the Merced Junior College in regards to their men's soccer program that they were running out there. And from that one video, caused a lot of stir. Some of my close friends told me it was some good chaos for the situation, but it turned out to be a lot bigger than what I expected, in a good way and a bad way. So as some of you may know, I have been a teacher for Merced Union High School District, particularly Buhat Colony High School, for the past 2 years now. When I dropped that video, maybe a few days later, I got a call from my principal telling me that the district has told her that I need to remove that video. I cannot speak about the situation. I can't address the situation. I need to completely become silent on the matter with the Merced Junior College. And when I was told this, I was surprised, obviously, right? I was disappointed, right? I was frustrated. You know, there's a lot of motherfucking words that I can say to describe how I felt when I heard about how they were handling the situation. And being a new teacher who wasn't tenured yet, I kind of had put myself in a little bit of a interesting situation. Because when you become tenured, it's like they really can't touch you. You become tenured after your 3rd year or going into your 3rd year of teaching. I have just finished my 2nd. So, of course, we take down the video. I mean, am I really trying to get fired over this? Maybe. It's ridiculous, in my opinion. You know, not everybody can lead. Not everybody has the personality to lead, right? I'm sure we've all been in situations where we've had leaders that we didn't see eye to eye with, right? They didn't seem like they were truly understanding of how best we should maneuver. And I was just disappointed in the entire leadership, from Buhat Colony High School to the Merced Union High School District. Instead of having a conversation with me to kind of figure out maybe why I had made the video, right? For you to just say, no, take it down. We don't want to hear it. Shut the fuck up, especially about the situation. We want nothing to do with it, right? That's basically what I interpreted from the situation. So dealing with that kind of made me reevaluate, you know, what it meant to be a teacher, what it meant to be a part of a district, having bosses. It forced me to think about how I personally can maneuver, whether it be on social media or the things that I say, the things that I do, right, being a representation of Buhat Colony High School. Something that I definitely needed some time to adjust to, right? Because you all know me. I love expressing my opinion, unfiltered, unadulterated, but when you're a high school teacher, I gotta calm the fuck down, which makes sense. But I still do not agree with how the leadership at the site and at the district handle the situation. Now, I'm talking about this because I no longer work for Butte Colony High School. The district and the school decided not to offer me a tenured position on the campus. So this is a very interesting situation that I have been having to deal with for the past 6 months or so. Now, what was the reasoning behind this? Only God knows, really, but you can kind of make some assumptions, maybe. Are they really trying to send a message? It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame if they are. Because I gave a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of my energy for the school and the district in the past 2 years. Whether it be teaching special ed and coaching varsity soccer, taking over the boys program. There are countless things that I've done for these establishments, and for them to treat me like that was disheartening, especially knowing how much of an impact I had on these students on a daily basis, just through my conversations with them. So for them not to see that value kind of illustrated what the fuck is really going on when it comes to the politics of the workplace, school, education, really anywhere for the most part. This was just a glimpse of kind of the behind the scenes of how certain things might be ran. I am viewing this as a blessing in disguise. I know y'all been seeing me on the gram. If you're listening to this, I've been on the move. I've been loving life. I ain't going back to teaching, at least for the time being. Thankfully, I have enough runway and savings to hold me over. So shouts out to Butte Colony, shouts out to Merced Union High School District for allowing me to get to this moment. One thing that I recognize is that disagreeableness is not a trait for an employee. The more disagreeable that you are, the more stress you give on leadership, obviously, right? But if we're trying to improve our situation, if we're trying to improve to get the best outcomes, right, to become the best versions of ourselves, we have to have a certain level of disagreeableness. We need to be able to work through our disagreements to get to these best possible outcomes. We cannot just shut the fuck up and allow the status quo to be what it is. There's no progression in that, and that's not something that I, as a person, even in my personality, support. So if the district does not see me as a value, if they do not see this personality as a value, then the only thing I can say is thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I've been getting into more of my creative bag. If you have not subscribed to the Substack, please peep it on my Instagram. Come on, if you ain't got me on Instagram, just search my name up. Subscribe with your email. You get, I send out emails as much as I can, obviously, just sharing ideas on things that I'm reading, or if I find a PDF for a book that I love, I'll put that in the email. So subscribe. It's free. I do it out the kindness and the love in my heart. I just love expressing and sharing all these ideas with y'all because, like I said, obviously I want to win. We all want to win in a selfish sort of way, right? But I also love seeing other people win, right? So if I can help another person win based off of the sharing of ideas, that's a dub for all of us, in my opinion. So one love. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. If you're taking the time to listen to me right now, honestly, it means the world to me. I'm sorry for my 209ers. I haven't posted. I haven't shown love in at least a year now. So that's my fault, right? Like I said, I've been through some shit in the past fucking 6 to 12 months, but you know, it's all love always, even if you guys never hear from me.